sick as a dog, fam. But yeah, like,
you know what good. You know what time it is. Oh, it's Just Our Opinion, guys. Episode 14.
Yeah.
We in the building. Oh, how's your week been, man?
My week has been a mixed bag. I've been, as I said, I'm sick, but man's got the raw ginger. Shout out to the raw ginger gang. And other than that, life's been good. A massive shout out though to Chris Congo, who was here last week, who's now Mr. 7-0.
I told you guys he was going to be Mr. 7-0.
Yeah, but like, literally, man, yesterday the fight happened. Man caught him with the sickest body shot I've seen live. Literally, the guy who fought, he was there sitting on the stool afterwards. Like, you can tell he was questioning his life decisions, fam. It was a mad thing. But the whole night they had, I think it was 10 fights in total, and the main card was actually 2 girls fighting.
Okay, cool.
Which was like a breath of fresh air. Lovely vibe. Other than that, I've been great. Just been doing other things in life. Just this sickness which is kicking my ass. But I'll get over it.
Cool. I've actually got a bit of beef with Chris. Just half beef, yeah.
With that body shot, I'm not sure you want beef with him.
I know, you know what I mean. I know that he was fighting, so I'm gonna let it go. Yeah, but if I don't see my podcast, yeah, it's gonna be Meek Mills, yeah. I'm gonna be like, you ain't boxing your own boxing skills or whatever, writing your own rhymes. What's the equivalent in the boxing, yeah? You need to be uploading Just Our Opinion, guys, on your social media, Chris, Mr. 7-0.
Right? To be fair,
upload that. But I know you boxing, so I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, because he ain't heard that. Because I sent him the episode. He said, he's gonna check it out when he gets in. But I double checked on him. Like as I said, I asked him to do it. I don't feel it to be too much of an issue still.
Because I ain't trying to chase him around the boxing ring, because I wouldn't even last 10 seconds. But
because literally last time I spoke to him, he hasn't even heard the thing yet. But shout out to you, Chris, bro. Again, thanks again for coming, bro.
I know there's one girl I was talking to. She's like, "Oh, you had a boxer on the show. Oh, what does he look?" I was like, "Relax, B, relax." She didn't even listen to the podcast yet. I just told her there was a boxer on the podcast.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh," she got real happy, and I was just like, "These
Blood, you know what? Yeah, if there's money in the thing." We bring certain people that want to watch. We might as well start charging people to come and just listen in on the podcast, and you give them an additional charge if they want to speak their 2 cents.
That's true. Do I have any? Oh, sorry. Where am I going, guys? AKAs.
Oh yeah.
You know who I am. Big John in the building, aka the Dark Destroyer, aka Chocolate Thunder, wow, aka the Girl Dem Sugar. I was trying to think of another one on the way here, but I really couldn't.
Remember you had Mr. Untouchable.
Mr. Untouchable, but you know what? I don't want to be really rolling with that until I really earn that title. So I'm going to keep Mr. Untouchable in the cup for now.
Okay.
We might bring that out when I'm feeling a little bit Mr. Untouchable, because I do like the Mr. Untouchable name. But you know what time it is, guys. I'm going to go with, you know what I want people to call me when they see me? I want them to actually call me Chocolate Thunder. That's what they're going to be calling me. They're going to put some respect on my nickname. That's right. Even the dudes. No, I'm joking. Pause.
You know what man them calling you Chocolate Thunder at all, like. Under no circumstance, my G.
Hey man, what's up, Chocolate Thunder? Yeah, that is wild. It is a wild.
Lad.
I was having a conversation with one of my brethren at school. I'm not going to say the name. I would, but I don't know, because it's a bit of a sensitive subject, and I was just thinking about it. So he was with his girl, long-time partner, and she was giving him Brizane, you know, as adults do. And then, he said, now I don't know how you do this by accident, but he said that she just started licking his booty.
No,
and I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, all right, I'm grown. I'm like, it is what it is. And he goes, he felt away. And I was like, well, why did you feel away? It's your girlfriend, right? And he's going, no, it's gay.
What do you mean?
It's gay. It's gay and all of this. And I was like, well, how is it gay a guy didn't do it to you. It's a girl, right? And it's like, I'm not sure, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know how I feel about it. And then this is, I started laughing because I didn't know how I feel about it. But I let her do it again. Yo, you like that? It's cool. I was like, look, you've grown. Not really grown because he's a youngster, but still, I was like, you're in a relationship. Even if you're not in a relationship, there is no reason for you to feel uncomfortable because you're a heterosexual male and another guy didn't do it to you. So then it started to make me think. I was like, I have to bring this topic onto the show.
Okay, because I got so much corn for you, but...
wow, corn, booty holes, licking booty holes, pause.
Bruv, only you put the link between...
Bro, you said corn. So let's split it in, or maybe it goes into one. Is eating booty gay? And is eating booty okay? Or do we separate those as questions, or we just let's just start talking about it? So what's your opinions on eating booty?
So are you talking about eating booty or getting your booty eaten?
Both.
Me personally.
Let's start off with getting your booty eaten.
Nah.
Nah.
On real talk, I'm not even trying to be with a girl that has done that.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, any girl I'm with, you're not really gonna know the whole story anyway. But point being is, if you just openly told me, yeah, I'm eating a man's bum, now I'm just gonna imagine it. Nah. Look, at the end of the day though, whatever you want to do in your bedroom is up to you.
Okay.
I'm just saying I wouldn't do it.
It's not for you?
Not blood. Same with eating bum, nah.
Okay.
Get my bum eaten, nah.
How would you look at the man in that situation?
Look, I think he's wild, isn't it? But if that's what you like, own it. And when you own it, no one can say nothing to you.
But would you look at that dude any differently?
If he owned it, like, nah, I'm like, I just respect my man's honesty.
Mm-hmm.
If he started moving like he's ashamed of it, but he still does it, that's when I look at him like, I'll look at a man a bit funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know the ones. But as I said, people like in their bedroom what they like.
Mm-hmm.
My tale was going to reply to you about how because a girl's done it, it's not gay. By that definition, then, if a man got fucked with a strap on by his girl, is that gay?
That's some gay shit, man. I'm saying.
But
remember
he says a girl though.
Listen. But now we're adding dicks to the opinion into the equation. We didn't need to, bro. How are you gonna add some veiny
What about
strap
a finger?
on?
What about a finger then?
See, now we're going into more muddy waters. now we're going into the grey. Now this is the grey one. Hold on. Well, I had a train of thought, and then you just set it somewhere else in the strap on. You really messed me up. I don't even know what I was trying to say. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna go where you went. You set me down, right? If you have a strap, if a girl fucks you with a strap on,
yeah.
Guys, sorry. Warning. Headphones moment. I should have said this before. I didn't know I was going to get this crazy. But if your girlfriend's fucking you with a strap on, you gay, man. You gay. You want to be, you're at least gay adjacent. Yeah?
I don't think there's any adjacent in it.
This is my personal, look, and there's nothing wrong with liking a little bit of dick if that's your lifestyle. But you need to come out of that closet where fully, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. See, it's cool. I'm not sure, but I understand, look. Everyone's got their inner freak. And maybe I'm not evolved enough. I keep on saying I'm not all the way saved. But just the thought of some like midnight black strap on you with mad veins on it, plastic, whatever, bro, penetrating my booty hole makes me shudder. But I don't know. Some people say it might not be gay, but for me, come on, man.
You know,
all fours, yeah. Bro. I just got my train of thought back. Okay, all fours. Remember that, all fours. But it's wild. That's wild. But the finger, nah. This is where it gets a little bit grey. You know what I mean? It's like, what is it? Is it okay? So if licking's okay, let's say you go on the premise that okay, licking the booty hole is not gay. Yeah. What about if she then, just gets a little bit vigorous with her tongue and that? Do you know what I mean? She might pierce that, as much as a tongue can pierce the booty hole. Is that gay? But then you're like, okay, cool. I might even let that go. But then, what, little finger? What are we talking about? Middle finger? What are we talking about? What type of a thumb or any type of? It's a bit grey for me.
It's weird.
I'm not judging. That I'm not going to call someone gay on that one. Okay. I'm not going to call someone gay on that one. But it's in the grey area.
Okay. My question to you now is this, because like, first of all, I'm a very well clean person. I believe in hygiene. I don't have enough faith in my hygiene for a girl to let my bum and try to kiss me after.
Wow, that's wild. It is wild.
And then I'm going even deeper than this. You clean your toilet at home, right?
Yeah.
You've got like stuff like whether it's bleach or like maddened. Do you have enough faith in your cleanliness of your toilet to lick inside the toilet bowl?
Yeah, but the toilet, I see the path you're going now, but there is no stimulation from licking the toilet bowl. I ain't getting nothing out of that. Me licking the toilet bowl, I ain't getting nothing. I ain't seen no pleasure on the toilet bowl's face. Yeah, right? Or I'm not getting no pleasure out of it. So, no, obviously I'm not gonna lick it. But, yeah, it's a bit wild.
Don't get me wrong, right? If you want to eat a girl's bum, by all means, that's way less gay than having your bum.
Now we're talking about eating a girl's bum, because we're still talking...
No, like, we can talk like, just, yeah. But my point is, having your bum eaten... But to be honest with you, let's open this shit up, Kaka. No, pardon the pun.
Wow.
Pardon the pun.
What?
But one of the things about us men, the things we may or may not like in the bedroom, we're not so quick to tell other men. But, so the point being is, in terms of what other men actually prefer, most of the time only girls will know that, innit? So it might be a thing where a girl will just tell you, blood, there's bare man that's involved in that. All it needs is for them to get it done once, and it's their wave. Because I know that the G spot is located up there for men anyway. My thing is, I'm not trying to test out the theory.
Not trying to test out the theory. It's just there. So
but at the same time, I'm aware that so many men. There's men that would kill both of us right now in a heartbeat, and would love a tongue up there, because it's just, again, as I say, girls talk, but. And it's one of them things where it's just preference. You know what? Too many men do it for me to overly say, "Blood, you men are gay for it." It's just like, yo, that's your cup of tea. My cup of tea is a little different. But like, well, that's what you do. Just own it, fam. Then I can't say nothing.
Listen. For me personally, I know me, right? So I remember when I was getting some active head. A blowjob, for people that don't understand. Some people will be like, John, I really love the podcast, but I can't understand some of the slang that you're saying. You're just gonna have to keep up. This is like an education 101. So I was getting that brisane, and then she went down to the taint, right? And I was like, alright, cool, you're licking the nuts, it's cool. She went just underneath the nuts, and I was like, alright. And I could see her getting a little bit lower, and I was like, it's still cool, but then it reached the threshold.
Yeah, the tank.
It reached the threshold of, I was like, this is gonna go beyond the point of no return. And I was nervous because I might have liked getting my salad tossed. And I know Chris Rock said it best, once you have something, you want it all the time. Do you know what I mean? We can't go back sexually as men. So if you lick my nuts today, you gotta lick my nuts every day. Do you see what I'm saying? So if she managed to penetrate and get to my booty hole, I might like it, and I want to get my booty hole licked every day. Then that opens up to a finger, then it opens up to the mandingo 12-inch black penis. I don't know if I want to experience those experiences, because you know what, I might end up liking it. I don't know.
You know what, I feel like there's certain things that you could say fair play in terms of context. If you've been with someone for like 20 plus years, or you're married, you got kids, you want to spice things up, the things that used to be like normal don't do the same thing. Like if you're like 40s and 50s, like cool, fair enough. But if we're out here licking bums at like in our 20s, then what are we going to be doing in our 40s?
That's true.
That's my concern.
That's true. That's
you know, like,
true.
if you like, if that's like, you know what I'm saying, like once in a blue moon. Again, I'm not up for any of this, but like if you go, oh, once in a blue moon, I'll poke my bum out. Is that, bro? To me, that's wild. But it's like if it's a thing we're on a regular. But as I said to you before, the bedroom is for things that I don't need to know about. So like the only thing that would annoy me, because I remember, have you ever heard of a thing called lip service?
Yeah, actually.
So Bridget Kelly was on there once, and it turned me off because for me, Bridget Kelly's a plenty. Man would definitely like shoot my shot if I saw
I think
her.
I even listened to that episode.
Yeah, but when she's talking about how like bum tastes like pennies, I'm like,
Oh,
so
I
when
did
you ate a
listen to
man's
that.
bum, you ate for taste. You did, like what? Like you see what I'm saying?
That's so deep.
So,
Because
but-
when I think about it, I feel like a bumhole would taste like pennies. Yeah, go on.
But the point is, why would you test theory? What happens now if someone wasn't so clean? You've committed now. So what? Now you've got the idea of you tasting. Nah. So I don't even know how we're talking about this
see-
for so long, blood. But
No.
this is wild, blood. This is wild.
It's an interesting topic. Here's the thing. Now, I said licking bum's not gay, right? This is just my personal opinion. I don't think
It's
gay.
way less than.
But-
yeah.
But I'm sorry. Now, there needs to be guidelines to this shit. No pun intended. So, like, if you're getting head and you're lying on your bed, right? Okay, and then she's going down, she's going underneath the ball sack, and then she's gone to the tank, and then you just kind of lift up a little bit, right? That's not gay, right? In my mind, that's not gay.
Okay.
But if she's like giving you head, yeah, and then like let's say she's on her knees, right? She's giving you head, and then you like, yeah, baby, I want to lick my asshole, and then you turn around and you spread them like she's the police, yeah, and she's on the floor and she separates your butt cheeks, bro.
Yeah, you ask for it.
That's
ask
I
for-
don't know, bro. I don't know if I can defend that. I don't know.
You
Bro.
asking for it is wild. If you're asking,
This
it's
is not the
wild.
asking part. It's the standing up and bending over like you're gonna get banged doggy style, and then she's licking your bum.
Eva,
off
I'm not
from
glad.
behind.
I'm
I'm
trying-
sorry. I don't know about.
I'm not trying to visualize another man getting his bum eaten, but it's like, bro, I don't feel like there's any masculine way of getting your bum eaten, fam. There's
Come on,
not.
man. There's got. Come on, man.
I don't wanna-
It's definitely more masculine if you just slowly just tooting it up in the air, you're in the bed, rather than spreading them Bookham Dano style. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. But okay, right, okay. Now eating booty. Shout out to my friend Justin. I'm not gonna say which Justin from Manchester. I'm baiting you up. He used to say this saying, and I never understood it until about a year after he left London. He goes, John, she's so hot, I would eat her poo. Yeah? I was like, Justin, you're so grim. You are so grim. Then a year later, no, I'm not going to say to the day, I'll be looking at some girls, I'm like, yo, you are so banging.
Yeah.
You're so banging. I might have to toss that salad. I've never tossed salad, by the way.
Okay.
And I don't know if I can. But sometimes, you're like, oh boy, she's so buff. I've adopted that saying, even though I haven't done it. It seems appealing. After Charlemagne's made it popular, Kevin Gates has made it popular, Janae Aiko's made it popular. Eating the booty like groceries.
And that's the thing, because apparently like, a lot of things that happens, that's wild in sex. It happens a lot because of like porn and how normal they make it look.
Yeah,
Because I can't lie, certain porn, they'll make eating bum like he's literally like kissing someone on the cheek. You know, like it's just like
Cash.
blood. But yo, fam, I'm not sure, my G. Like, I'm pretty vanilla, fam. All I need is like a thing that just knows. You don't need to suck my toes. You don't need to put anywhere near my bum hole area. You just you know what I mean? Because let's say most of the time, sex is like a psychological thing.
Yeah.
So just the sexual tension is enough for me. Or even like I remember this. I had this like way back, and I like this. It's not even like role playing, but you know when you have certain things with like an adopted different personality.
Yeah.
In the bedroom. That is mad to me. I love shit like that. So I'm not at a place where you're fam. The same way, I've had a couple of invitations or a couple of queries during the moment. I'm like, nah. Like where it's like, even like when
back up, motherfucker.
I'm good, man. Gee, they were smart enough to ask first before doing it, because this whole heat in the moment thing, it exists, but not in that. Nah.
Okay, you're in the moment for that.
Same way you talk about the racial slurs thing. You can't just say that openly, fam. No, that's something you need to have a conversation about.
I've been getting hit up about that when people are laughing their heads off, boy. Really, they're like, bro, I don't know if only it happened, but slash, I think I would. Oh, that was absolutely hilarious. Switching it up from booty holes, I was watching Steph London on Hot 97.
Yeah, so
shout out to her, bro. She's too fine. Like,
but she one of them girl that she's buff and she knows she is.
Yeah, but she looks like she will. I'm not gonna lie. She looks like she can cook a mean curry goat, like, and she don't mind chilling in with a man and like running a bath and all of them things that I'm getting that.
But she looks like someone who will stab you in your sleep as well if you fuck her over.
Possibly.
But you know what's funny, right? With girls like her, I've never met her. I do know a couple of people that know her. But again, that doesn't mean I know her.
Yeah.
I like to meet people before I come to a conclusion. But the thing I give her respect for on the music tip is her music is an accurate reflection, or it matches your impressions of her.
Oh, really? Oh, is that...
So like, literally her music is very honest, very raw. And on top of that, even with herself, she's someone, because you know you have certain people with alphonetics where it's like, yo, I'm going to take way more than I'll ever give.
Yeah.
With her, touching on your point about, she's somebody to me who, whatever she asks for, she will give just as much, if not more.
Okay.
So even if she's asking a lot from you, it's because she'll give you a lot.
Okay.
So sometimes it might be a thing where, I only fuck with a man with a certain tax bracket. But that's because of the things that I can offer.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
So I'm at peace with that. I'm always cool with anything. I love that. But when you have some of these chicks who are like, yo, I have certain standards, but I'm way below that, but I'm still asking of these same standards, you just come off as nuts. So with her, she's a businesswoman. She's the deal she's got lined up. She's in a great place now. She's in an atmosphere meeting all these people, doing sick things, getting to a real high level of like success. So if she's looking for somebody with his friend or man of that same level, then more power to her. But yeah, as I said, like, point being is she's like, in terms of why it's becoming, the doors are opening up, is because her identity is very clear. Yeah. Just on the outside looking in.
Yeah, for
all
sure.
All the music she does, it's literally like, yo, if you get on my bad side, I would fuck you up. Not I know people that would fuck you up. I would fuck you up. Now, have you seen that video, 16 shots?
Yeah, and she explained it on Hot 97 about that someone was trying her mum in church. I don't know, she's just hot. I just remember, I was like, I'm just gonna have to give it to her now. Like, I've been thinking about it for a lot, and I was like, she might be, I think she's in my top 3 women of this period in time.
In music or just look?
No, in hot. Music forever, man.
In the UK or America?
I'm talking about worldwide. She's earned my respect because you've got to really get into my psyche. Like, I'm seeing her face a lot. But like everything, she got beauty as well, and she's a little bit feisty, but I can see, as I said, she looks like she can take care of you at the same time, and that's hot. She just needs to get rid of some of her waist brethrens. Like some of the girls I see her with, I'm like, nah, fam, cut it out.
Hey.
You don't need, I'm already acting like I'm a boyfriend. You know, the boyfriend, when your girlfriend's got some brethrens and you're like, no, I don't think you should be hanging out with her. You don't should be hanging out with that hoe one. She's a hoe, she's a this, she's a that, she's a that. I'm already acting like that. But, no, man, she's hot. She's definitely in the top 3 right now.
But this is the thing, because on a friend thing, I don't think that's about looks. That's more about character. Like, because I got to be around people who got my back, regardless of how you may look or may not look. And you know the ones where someone might love you, right? Just not in a relationship thing, but love doesn't change who a person is. A hoe might love you, doesn't stop her from being a hoe. A rude boy might love a girl, doesn't stop him from being on the roadside. So this girl, like, she might be around a particular type of person. They might do whatever they do, but the most important thing is, would they back her? If you're gonna back her 100%, not even on the road thing, just like moral support when she's out here doing shows or any type of support, but they happen to be who they are, whether they go church or otherwise, don't really pay. No one that I'm sure you know a man, or say when I know a man who like may be in prison or in prison now. Cool, but our friendship wasn't based on you being righteous.
Yeah,
it was about with like how much support you give to me, how much I support you in what you're trying to do in your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
But no, shout out to her. The interview on Hot 97 is a sick look. I know she's running with QC, the same people behind Lil Yachty and Amigos.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, shout out to Steph London. If you're ever listening to this, listen, your future husband's waiting for you right here. Although I have seen a ring on the wedding.
I don't know.
On the lowest of lows. But
let's say, put it this way, it wouldn't surprise me if she was spoken for.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
If you just want to go ahead and end that relationship, unless a man's mad cool, no disrespect, but your girl's hot though.
On the sidebar, she's definitely approaching that Rihanna state. No, not Rihanna, maybe Rihanna's a bit too far, but because you know with Rihanna's like raw. Because of the impression, it's like only certain men of real confidence should approach. Otherwise, she'll probably shoot you the shit down.
Oh, I've got confidence. What are you talking about? I roll up to her, I'm like, yo, listen, man will buy you the blue wig, the pink wig as well to match the blonde wig. Listen, I got you. But shout out to Steph London. Do you have any topics you want to talk about that have been trending this week?
Yeah, there's not a topic, but as far as topics though, it's an interesting one. There's not too much.
Because I don't really see it. Nothing's really caught my attention as of this week.
Remember the thing we was talking about with there's a comedian who put up a sick analogy of this dating.
Sario, is that his name?
Yeah.
Alright, okay guys. What I want to do is I want to set it up like this. So for all the listeners, this is what's going to happen. At the end of the show, I want you to, that clip's going to be put on, just the audio so you can listen. And then I want to get responses from that. And then we can talk about in the following show. Okay. I'm going to give a little bit of the premise. And it's about women being, I like to call it being difficult and wanting to, they can change their mind at a drop of a hat. Even Chris mentioned it in the last podcast, and I thought it was just me. And then when Chris said, "Nah, bro, this happens to him as well," and then you said it happens to you, and I was like, "Okay, maybe." Okay, I'm not saying that any of us are poor, but we ain't in that upper echelon of we've got that Jay-Z money, right? So then when it was like from the heavens open, and you sent me that clip. Aziz Ansari, multi-millionaire, successful comedian, and then he, for 1 minute, and I swear it's 42 seconds because I counted, he just was like telling me that his life is no different when it comes to women than my own. Literally, I was dying / high-fiving, fist pump in the air when I heard that. So I want you guys to listen to all the way to the end this time, and I want you to comment on my YouTube page and tell me what your opinions and how you think and what you think about that, because we're definitely going to discuss that in next week's episode, because I want to expand on that topic, because you know I'm passionate about girls being waste. Like, you know, that's my thing.
We are definitely going to touch on that. Literally, one of my guys just come into the building, like one of our second guests, got my boy Smoothie.
Yes.
Introduce yourself, my brother.
I go by the name of Smoothie. I's from East London. We're there.
Whereabouts in East London, Smoothie?
Poplar, man.
Poplar, okay.
Yeah.
Local lad.
Local fella. Yeah, man. Producer, rapper, artist. Doing this been in Brady for years, man.
Keep your eye on this brother.
Love.
Seriously. Literally, because I know a lot of people, they like to criticize about how the quality of music's down. and how a lot of people are choosing exposure over quality of music. My man has been taking his time on the thing religiously. Everything he's ever put out has been quality control.
Respect.
You know no one. So literally, I don't even want to gas the thing too much. All you got to do is listen. You have the socials on there.
Yeah.
Anywhere at the end, so that people can just check out. But I was gonna say, on a complete side note, have you been flaked on by a girl?
What do you mean flaked on? What sense?
So literally the thing where, because we was talking about it, just the whole how dating a war zone. So just the idea of, yo, blood, you can be chatting to a thing. 1 minute she's involved. Say, I'm gonna buck you on Thursday or whatever, and all of it she's like, I can't really do it. And she's moving a bit funny here, there.
Yeah, I think everyone's been through that, innit?
Yeah,
I think you have to. I think I've done that as well with girls as well. So,
that's the thing. That's where karma comes in. Because every time I get flaked, I'm like, oh, have you ever done this to someone else? I'm like, yeah, you have.
You know what it is though? You can't push water uphill. You know the way there. So with me now, the age I'm at now, I just don't force nothing, bro. Like I just let everything slide. If you want to link up, just link up. If you don't, you don't. You know the way there. I can't. I'm not messaging you bare and that. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, okay, alright.
It's like that though. It's like, I mean, look at it like this. Like, it's like even drawing women. She'll give you a number if she likes you. When you approach her right. You know what I mean?
That's true.
If you're trying to force it, she don't like you. She's not interested. Yeah. So if I'm hollering you consistently to link up, then you're not that interested. Vice versa. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
That's just me clapping very like low volume, so I don't want to distort the mic. But this is because touching on your point with that Aziz brother. Even though he's famous, you can tell he's a bit low on confidence. I can smell it because we do music. I do music. Confidence was never an issue for me, so it's easier to see people who don't have as much confidence. And I do honestly feel if there's one quality that will determine whether you get with someone or not, is your self-confidence. Yeah. And again, self-confidence isn't based on, I'm going to call her, she's going to pick up the phone. Self-confidence is more about, regardless of what she decides to do, I'm fine either way. Even because I'm pursuing other things. You don't have to be pursuing no one. Like, how she moves by no way undermines my value as a person. And too many people like rate themselves based on what girl likes them.
Sure.
You know, like, okay, I must be the shit because this painting likes me. But if this painting now flakes on me, like, I can't have been that great, you know.
If we're judging from the demographics of man, 80% women kind of run this thing. Man do like 80% of their life or whatever for gal. Not me particularly, but if we're talking about for the demographics, a lot of men are doing things that they don't even shouldn't be involved in. Or
and the irony,
I'm like 90% for girls. I ain't even gonna front. 90%, right?
But you know what's funny, right? This is the thing I clocked, fam. And this is just a life thing. The people that have what you want, or are the type of person, or like live the life you want, they don't really see it as that big of a deal. So like, if you're in you're in your boy's car and your boy is driving like a Range, and this happened. I've been in like some of the peoples I know, they're driving expensive shit, living life, and it's like, this car's to them it's not even that big of a deal. It's like, Same way when I was growing up and I'm around like some of my older brethren who was with paintings, like, she's buff, you know, like, not to say, she's dead, but the point is to get to that level, you can't really see it as that big of a deal. That's true. I realised that when I'll bring certain girls around people I know, like, she's buff, you know, I'm like, okay. You know, that's
how the human brain works though. Human brain works like this. It works like what you can't have or what you don't have, you want. So anything, like people that are born into money, they see money different to how people that we see it. It's just how the human brain works, you know what I mean? If you've got, it's like a kid, if you've got toys, loads of toys.
Grass is greener, always on the other side.
And another kid comes in and sees your kid with loads of toys, he's going to be hot, but the kid's going to be like, that's just my toys, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you adopt that more laid back attitude, like, it's an afterthought, you're more likely to attract more of it into your life. Just the same way, if you hang around more people that are successful, you're more
incorporating yourself.
Yeah, you're more likely to become successful.
Listen, that's all well and good, and I love how you give the balance and you're giving the philosophical and how a man should be and how it goes. But my take on when everyone does listen to it, and the audio will be played at the end of the podcast, is I ain't got no time for no dumb chicks, bro. Listen, don't be cancelling me on the last minute. Don't be talking no grease when we're at the club. The worst is, you know what? Don't be telling me we have a great day and you love me and everything during the day, and then I don't see you the next day, you air it out. I'm not trying to hear none of that. That's dead.
Oh, I didn't know you was talking about this love thing. She's saying, yo.
No, it's not a love thing, but you might. This is what happened to me on multiple occasions. Oh, John, you're amazing. I really love you. I want to meet you again, and all of this type of things. And then it's just nothing.
Yeah.
And I thought the reason why we brought this up is because on the old podcast I was just telling about. I have this segment which I'm going to go into, which is my pitiful love life. Girls be doing that to me all the time or whatever, and I thought it was just me. Then we had Chris in last week, the boxer. It's like, bro, this happens to everyone. And O was saying it, and then O found this clip of Aziz, and Aziz was talking about the same thing. I was like, rah, even if you got money, you still encounter these same problems, which our girls ain't shit. Waste cash, yeah, right? So you guys can give me the PC answers, which is cool, yeah, right? And what you can do as a man, and this is what you can do, but I'm still going on. I'm talking to the women because I'm harsh on women on this podcast.
I think women have a lot of options though, man.
Always.
So I mean,
That's the game.
they have a lot of options. So if they don't want to hit you up maybe one day, then
And
they
that's
can hit up maybe one day or me up, you know what I mean? So
but they
vice versa for you. If you've got,
but they need to understand. This is what I'm trying to change. Yeah, I'm leading this march. You know how Amber Rose has got the slut walk, yeah, right? My dick is 100 walk. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, that's what I want to set up. Don't listen, right? It's not your pum pum that's important in this equation. Your pussy does not matter in this equation. It's my dick. So you need to respect it like a man would respect your vagina.
You know what?
So I ain't gonna do all that shady shit that you do. Cancel on the last all that. No, because you should understand that I'm taking my time out of my life. And I'm most probably gonna pay for this stupid date as well. So you need to respect that.
That's a conversation in itself, by the way.
We'll talk.
Like, because you know what's funny? Shout out to the girls who finesse man to thinking that sex is a one-way transaction. Like, yo, I'm gonna let you have sex with me. No, sex itself is a transaction. The dick for the pussy.
That's it.
Simple. And you gotta have enough faith in your dick game that, yo, just that alone is a transaction.
It's true, but as I said, bro, at
You
the
know
first
what,
moment in time, my dick game is trash. So, like, so the transaction ain't really that fair. But
It's psychology, fam.
I see what you're saying.
If you believe, think about, like, imagine the idea of anyone that was successful, they've believed before it even looked possible.
Yeah.
for sure you have to.
You know no ones.
If you vision something, then
Blood, you know no ones. And like, blood, for me, from the time I see Biggie out here beating things, bro, and I've had friends who made blood, who you think to yourself, but on the basis of science, you shouldn't be bagging no one at all. But they're out here bagging things. I'm like, that's the same way when girls talk to me about how looks is important. I'm like, okay, God bless you. It's not really so. Because all I need to see is one exception to prove the rule in my mind to know that, yo, I could be the exception. You know why? Because, and I'm not trying to boast, but I've heard of a lot of, I don't normally do this. I've heard a lot of that. Now, whether I believe them or not is another conversation. But the point is, if the prettiest girls went with quote unquote the most attractive dudes, I'm out of the game, fam. I'm fucked.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Looks do come into it, but the fact is we need to take it more primal. It's real simple. It's who can provide and protect.
For sure. I was just about to say that, actually.
Floyd Mayweather is a smaller gentleman, but he's a boxer, and he gives that element of he can protect me if I'm in danger. So that's why women will flock to him, and he's got about 7
Well, if you believe the domestic violence thing.
So, yeah.
You know, can he really protect you when he could actually punch you? If you believe the domestic violence thing.
Well,
but that's
you know, they're going, what's a slap in the face if he gives me a yard, and he gives me a Birkin bag, and he can protect me from any danger in the world. And that's what, I'm not going to get killed for this, and that's what a woman wants more than anything else, more than the looks, it's to be protected. And I suppose that's what human beings want, every man or woman.
You know what's funny, right? Once upon a time I would have agreed with you on the protection, but let's be clear, there's a lot of women here who can protect themselves. This is true. And on top of that, a lot of women, I'd argue that a lot of women are doing better jobs of being men than men are. I say as an example, a lot of women have their own place. They have their own car. They've got their own job.
Yeah, I think society's changed.
Yeah, but there is a society shift, but we're still fully coming from the, I was going to say 60s, 70s, 50s, still on the bullshit society for thousands of years.
No, because I was going to complete my point by touching on what you just said, which is, I feel like what women want is someone that they know if shit hits the fan and I need you to back it, or I need you to protect, at the very worst case scenario, because I can already protect myself, that you can, if I even need it. Not to say I need you to actively protect me 24/7. It's more a case of now, if I needed you to protect me, I know you could. That's where I think we agree with. We're on that point where I could.
That's what women we're talking about as well, man.
True.
Like we're generalising, bruv. There's women that want fucking guys with dough.
Yeah.
Don't care about their looks. Some people don't.
That's financial protection.
Yeah, security. It's a sense of security, and I think obviously men are more physical than women. That's why maybe what you might are touching on is why they want a guy that can protect him. But if I'm thinking it on a big man thing, I don't think women go around thinking, "Well, he gets help me if we get into a fight." Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear
because this is all like,
bro.
They want a man still.
When they look at me, they're like, "Oh, he got knocked, bro."
Like, this is all subconscious, by the way, because like, I can tell you, in terms of science, for example, the reason why men gravitate to women with bigger breasts or something we're attracted to, because subconsciously, bigger breasts basically implies that
got milk.
Yeah, in a nutshell. So in other words, on a primal level, it means that you'll better nourish our kids. That's on a deeper, that's subconscious, like that's been scientifically proven.
What about when she got a fat ass? What they great first?
I have no science behind that. I have no scientific research as to why that is the case.
It's just physical attraction.
But the point I'm making is, from my perspective, as far as the protection thing, and that's the thing, because protection is many things. Protection could be emotional protection, because you know like there's like many different types of energy. There's spiritual, there's emotional, there's mental. There can be protection like on emotional. You know when sometimes somebody needs, like, say for example you just going mad and you just need someone to tell you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just
now you're chatting shit.
Grounded, isn't it?
Yeah, like stuff like that. And obviously is a based on each person. Because I've always said what girls want is a mixture of security and excitement. And say for example what they're ones on two sides, whatever percentage of each they would want would depend on a lot of different factors, such as their culture, their age. Like for example, with like younger women, they gravitate more towards excitement. When you get older, you gravitate more towards security. You know what I mean? So like, what if you're like 19?
What about women that are independent, that have got money and got? That's what I'm saying. So you're saying we're generalising slightly because there's independent women out there that are just doing their thing. They don't need a man for nothing but to build a family. So.
No, but again, family is a level of security. Because there's certain man, like for example, right, and that's another level of security where I need somebody who's going to be faithful. Because there's certain man's like, yo, I'm beating you, cool, but I might be beating other people. And on top of that, let's say if it's just something small example of, okay, you come like, what time you coming home? I've had like a couple of my people who like settled down, but I still maybe doing music or something where oftentimes if you say I'm coming home at 7, you might not always get home at 7. You might get home at 8, 9, you might even get home at 3 o'clock.
Bro, what type of madness you trying to do in a relationship and do that? But you better come home at 7 o'clock.
You see what I'm saying?
6:50.
But the thing is, if you're trying, like, let's say for example music, right? You might have that plan. You might be in studio, for example. Real studio sessions finish when the tune's done, really. Or when you man's like, you're out of inspiration. And if you're still inspired when you need to leave at 6, most of the time you're staying in the studio to finish the shooting. And you might be so caught up in the moment, you might not message your missus to say, I'm running late.
It shouldn't be a problem, innit? If the woman's insecure, then it will be a problem.
But you know what's funny, because Rich done a tune on his album touching on this, I forgot what it's called. But the reality is, and I guess I can only speak from my experience, in a relationship, if I really like you, or if a girl really likes you in a relationship, I want to spend time with you. So if you're saying come at 7, I'm like, yo, I've got things planned, And again, it's more of an issue, it becomes a habit. Where if we're habitually, you're saying you're coming home at 7, you're going to come home at 3, it's like, what we did?
Yeah.
I actually like the relationships where you're not with your bird all the time. I think it makes it more exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Facts.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah.
But again, I think, and that's the thing, because the reality is, that's the reason why for me, I'm not in a relationship. Because for me, where I'm at in my life, you can only be in a relationship with me if you can understand and be at peace with the fact that I'm not gonna see you as linear as I would like, whereas an everyday thing, a particular day, I might say we're gonna do a thing and I might have to cancel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it might be thinking you might not see me for like 2-3 weeks because of what I'm trying to do requires so much dedication.
2-3 weeks?
No, I'm just as an example.
Okay.
Because what I'm trying to do requires so much like sacrifice on certain things. You might not see me for a minute. I might, because even like psychologically, if I cancel plans on you, if I cancel plans on you 2-3 times with just friends, you might feel like you're less likely to like invite me out to anyway, because you think, well, my man's either got to say no or he's got to flake.
Yeah.
So there's no point really asking. So I don't even know how message like talk so deep into the thing, but
that's you.
Yeah,
you like to get into the deep cruxes of why a situation is a situation, and
yeah. So like the same way. When we talk about excitement and security, there's so many levels within those two things. So touching on your point, Smooth.
But my boy's just got married and he's 22, so that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? There's so many different people out there, man. I mean, the demographics of people, maybe, I hear, but there is the exception.
The fact is, wrapping this up is, as I was saying before, girls need to know themselves, yeah? Alright? That's what it boils down to.
But the thing is, us men struggle to know ourselves, so it's us and us that.
And I'm glad you're giving the other perspective.
I know myself.
But if girls have a problem with this, which they do because they be phoning me up and sending me messages about my podcast, create your own podcast. That's how I'm saying it. So girls, check yourself.
I feel that's pretty straightforward though, man. I can't lie to you. If a girl's not hitting you up, then she's not interested.
That's right.
It's pretty straightforward. It's the same vice versa, bro.
But it's cool, but the problem lies, and that's why I want everyone to listen to the audio, and it doesn't affect, even when you have money, it still affects you. It's a fact that when a girl is on you, and then all of a sudden, when it comes to go time, she turns ghost. That's what we're doing.
You know what? The biggest thing I learned, bruv, is one of my OGs, where regardless, just stay in touch. Because like a girl you chat to in like say in January, you might not ever be until like July or September. Because a lot of times it could just be timing, bruv.
I ain't got that. I ain't built like that. Bro.
Yeah, that's a side man thing. Oh.
Bro, you're professional like
I adopted the side man thing.
But professional Simon like.
Bro, I'm the side man of the year. I told you, I got awards for being a side man. But that's when you're banging something, yeah? And he's the main dude, and you can call me up whenever. But we're already in that contract of we're doing stuff. But not when it's in the hope of she may call me, so I'm going to keep this number. We ain't did nothing. When I call her, most of the time she don't even pick up the phone. Nah, you're getting deleted. Or what I do now, I've got the archives in my WhatsApp, and that's like my get up and go. So I'm like, you know what? When I truly pop, yeah, I'm gonna message all you girls with all my accolades, yeah. The girls that were talking all that grease, I just keep it there. Like I have my Rocky moments, just looking at my archives, you're gonna get the first message, you're gonna get the second message. I'm there, I keep them there for inspiration. But I ain't messaging them, they're gone, they're dead out of my life.
Let's speak like the reason I say stay in touch is because the people you meet don't like I have friends who've helped me a lot just in life, who when I first started talking to them, I was trying to do it in. And it just turned that up. Like what you give to me is worth way more than that. So I stay in touch for many different reasons. Same because of what I do. If I tell someone about what I do, it's like, well, no, I might happen to know somebody that can help. You know what I mean? And the same way, over time, it might happen. Where you do it. That's just on the headphones, don't worry.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, over time, you might do it and you might not. The point is, I'm speaking to so many people for many different reasons. The only positive, like sex isn't the only positive outcome I can get out of it. You know what I mean? Because for me personally, what I'm trying to do is, and I'm just talking about my professional, I'm trying to build a community or following of people that just fuck with me and will support whatever I decide to do. So cool, I do music, but what if I feel like, you know what, I don't even want to do music for like another 6 months, I just want to maybe do podcasts or do something. I'm trying to build a following of people who are prepared to support me whatever I decide to do, because I
And that's
reserve the
cool,
right
but
to
that's
do whatever
keeping
the
your
fuck I want.
professional,
Very true,
and then
yeah.
keeping your private. But if I'm
They
meeting
can
a
spend
girl
it-
if I'm meeting a girl in a club and I think she's a buff ting, yeah, I'm not thinking, do you know what? If she airs it out, that's a potential customer for my music. No, I'm thinking, you bitch, you didn't want to beat. Fuck off.
My point
At the
is,
end of the day, that's what I'm thinking. No,
You know what? I hear you, but my thing is, when I speak to someone, it's like, yo, I have no idea what it's gonna be. Let's see. You know what I mean? So even when I'm approaching, unless I get a gut feeling, no, I actually want to chat to you, I actually want to be with you. I don't even think you can decide to be with someone just meeting them. You got to like get to know them. They might make a decision. This is a girl I would be in a relationship.
I think that's what people are not doing these days. They're rushing into things. So yeah, that's a fair point.
I've never rushed. Okay. I've never rushed into a relationship in my life, and that is the one saving grace about me. But I'm rushing into a situation, right? I'm rushing into a situation of where it's although I don't really have one night stands, but I'm rushing into a situation where I know something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Whether it takes a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I just want the deal to be signed, so I know I'm getting something at some point. Whether that's holding hands down the street, yeah, that might I might be on that flex, you know, at that present moment in time, or a little kiss and a cuddle, yeah, or a Netflix and chill situation. But I want to know what that contract is immediately. I don't need it to be up in the air whatsoever. No, I can't. No, that's not for me, because that's when, you know what? That's when most men get chiefed.
Yeah.
That's when you get that experience where you're like telling your brethren, yo, yeah, I got this thing, where, and then you're out with your brethren and she's lipsing some next man, yeah, in your face. I don't take no L's, yeah. No, we do not accept those L's.
That'd be a strong L, fam.
Know what you're getting yourself into every single time. But anyway, let's transition. We've been talking about this for enough. One of the most favorite segments on this podcast. It's my pitiful love life. Whoa, boy, has it been eventful. I want to start this off, right, by giving, I don't know if it's an apology, but expanding on the story that I told the other week in the last podcast.
Well, with the French thing.
With the
JOOG,
English. No, not that French thing.
Okay.
The girl that lives in France, but she's from England.
Oh yeah.
So
the story's nice.
Just a quick recap for everyone that's listening. So I met this girl in a club. She was on it. She was giving me Courvoisier. Like she goes, do you want a drink? I was like, yeah. She goes, give me a glass. She had Courvoisier in her back. I was like, I'm already in love with you. So she's giving me that, and then like, her friend was buying me drink, and then we went back to her friend's house where she was staying, and I didn't have to pay for the cab. And then she was like, you hungry, babe? And she bought pizza. I didn't have to pay for the pizza. I didn't have to put my hand in my pocket whatsoever. The only bad thing is that she got cold feet because she had a boyfriend, right? Now, so I didn't end up, we lips and whatever, but nothing happened. We didn't, get to, nah. We have, we built a bit of a bond, yeah? After this, we've been talking, we've been chatting, and then I told her, look, I mentioned you in my podcast, where. She's like, I want to listen. I already told her to do a podcast already. She wanted to listen. And she was like, I'm going to let all my friends listen and blah, 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 and all them things. I was like, cool. I don't mind. I'm open and honest with my shit. She wasn't too happy, right? So, and I told you I've lost girls over this podcast, and boy, it looks like I've lost some again this week. I didn't explain that she was not really serious with this guy, and she broke up with him 2 days later, and she said she was going to break up with him, right? So I didn't mention that in last week's podcast, and she weren't really happy about that because she felt that she just sounded like, I don't even know, like some scare, or she said you didn't shine the best light on me. So I just wanted to add a little bit more context to that situation. Yeah. But the facts are the facts. I never embellished the story or anything. So
has she deaded him off now?
Oh, 2 days after.
Okay.
Not even 2 days. The next day, sorry. She broke up with him. She was only with him for 3 months.
In that
he
case,
was a waste man.
that would hurt me more.
Right.
If you got back with him, that would justify why you said I can't do this. But if you did him off after,
but no, she was like,
didn't you ask her if she's got a man in the club there?
huh?
Did you ask her if she's got a man in the club?
No, I didn't.
Ah, you fucked up.
But what she's saying is her moral compass. I messed up her moral compass for a minute, and then she had that autocorrect. She's like, even regardless, I shouldn't be doing that type of thing. Even if I'm going to break up with him, let me break up with him first before doing something.
Okay.
And I respect that, and I didn't convey that in the podcast, and she felt away. But at the same time, this is my podcast. This is my life. All the added extras, I'm sorry. Now, I don't really need to explain that, but because me and this girl have built since that time, and she's a real good person, I'll just like to say, I'm sorry for that, right? So I know you're listening, even though she ain't happy with me right now, because we had this conversation, I drop every Wednesday, and since Wednesday, boy, it's been real frosty, yeah? It's cool. So anyway, back to my pitiful love life. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Oh, Saturday night. Every time, like the last couple of Saturdays, we film on a Saturday, and I'm normally going out, not this weekend, but it's been lit every single time. So I went to the DJ Jazzy Jeff concert, right? London Fields. I didn't think it was going to be a good night. I was like, who's going to be there? There's going to be no girls. It's going to be bare backpack rappers and all that. My friends are like, hold the faith. And everything went right that night. All my brethrens, we had liquor. My brethren's got a hotel. We were chilling, we were drinking up there. Everyone was in good form. You know when everyone's busting joke and no one's busting no dead jokes. It was just perfect. We rock up there, my friend drives us down there. He didn't have a ticket, and then he managed to get a free ticket like on the line. Someone didn't have a ticket, so it was working perfectly. We go in there, and I'm like, okay, cool. I see bare dudes. Half an hour later, then I see the girls sprinkling. I'm like, this is alright, you know. And there was no pretentiousness. I knew there was never gonna be any pretentiousness in that type of venue. It's DJ Jazzy Jeff. What type of? There ain't no Instagram chicks there, like, you know. It's not gonna be that vibe. So anyway, there was this one thing, one Austrian thing, bro. Let me tell you something. How about it? Banging? Yeah, it was ridiculous. Obviously, I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to holler at that. Located the thing, chirps the thing. Great. I let her breathe. I'm not one of those guys that but I check in from time to time, you know. She didn't give me a number. She's like, I'll take your number later on. I was like, cool. So every so often when I see danger going around there, you know what I mean? I'm like, I see this freaking light-skinned guy with green eyes lurking. I gotta come round, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what I'm talking about. We've all done it, you know, like, you know, when you're pissing around your territory. But it was all good. And then she's like, let me get the number. But she said she was only in town till Wednesday. She sat here for a trade show, right? I was like, Tuesday, I'm free. Yeah, I'll meet you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Now, I met. There was this other girl in the club. This black chick. She ended up being from South Africa. Not from South Africa, Australia. I was like, whoa, black chick from Australia. I've never seen that in my whole entire life. Anyway,
yeah, I heard it's like there's certain parts of Australia where there's like a lot of black people.
I didn't know. She was educating me. I'll get to that part later. So I met up with her. No, sorry, not met up with her. I'm going too far. So I saw her in the club. I was like, yo, her booty's crazy. Well, but there was some black dude who was on her so hard, like winding up on her. So I just left it. So the Austrian girl's gone, skedaddled, right? End of the night, I see the Australian girl. So I hollered at her, and she was like, excuse me, what happened to your girlfriend that you were chatting up in the club? I was like, what girlfriend? She goes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You were right next to me. Yeah, because it was right. I was like, listen, I was telling the truth. It just wasn't, this is not a lie. I was like, you were busy talking to my man, so what am I supposed to do? Just like not talk to anyone. Anyway, She respected what was going on. I'm not her boyfriend or whatever. She gave me the number. I was like, Tuesday. I'm free on Tuesday. We're gonna meet up Tuesday. Cool. Rewinding. Earlier on the Friday, I was at work. You know, my famous workplace where nothing goes right with girls. Right? I was supposed to meet an Italian girl. She's like, let's, we're gonna go out, blah, 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 blah. I told her Tuesday, right? I put everything on Tuesday because of like the Aziz Ansari moments. Girls were just cancelling you or whatever, or shit's gonna happen. So, Tuesday comes, I'm waiting for the message from the Austrian thing.
Yeah.
No messaging. No, sorry. Monday, I'm like, she hasn't got back to me. I speak to her on a Sunday. So Tuesday morning, I message her at 8 o'clock. Bam. Are we still on for tonight? Now it's 2 in the afternoon. I'm supposed to be meeting you later on. You ain't messaged you back. So now I'm like, I'm gonna have to double text this tick. So I'll pull it out. I was at uni. I'll pull it out to my classmates. I was like, yo, how you feel about double texting? Then the girl's like, oh my god, I would do it. The other girl's like, no, I wouldn't do it. So we're going back and forth.
Why didn't you ring? Just ring her.
Because I knew she was going to be working. Okay. Right? So, fuck it, I send the next message. Cool. While I send the next message, it's at 3 or 4 o'clock. I have to send the second up to back. So I messaged the South African girl. She's like, can't make today. Let's do later on in the week. We'll do Thursday. That's important because that's another segment in this segment. So the Austrian girl finally gets back to me. She goes, I'm really busy and the clients are taking me out afterwards, so I can't meet up tonight. When you come to my city, I'll take you out in my city. All right, cool. We'll leave that there. Didn't work out. I was a little bit upset because she was fine. All right. Then the Italian thing's next up to bat. The Italian thing has now invited her brethren to this night that we're supposed to go out.
Why didn't you call her?
But listen, anytime anyone does that,
she's not involved.
She friend zoned me. She friend zoned me immediately.
She's not involved.
So you know what I did? I called up. I went to Plan D, which is one of my brethren. I was like, I'm going out tonight. It's my friend. No, it's the homie. It's my friend. Cool. It's my friend Ellie. Shout out to her. She's gonna come on the show at some point. And I had a real good time. But while I was getting ready, the Italian thing messages me, and she's going, oh, what time are we meeting up? And I was like, nah, we're not meeting up. Blah blah blah. I'm busy. Something came up. My other job, and she's like, oh, okay, that's okay. I was like, we reschedule. She goes, no need to reschedule. Like my man is here now, so I'm real busy at the moment. But we'll talk later on, fam. This girl did not have a boyfriend before I asked her to go out because I asked her she had a boyfriend and all of a sudden she...
That's the thing, because I don't even...
Women that get... Remember, you have to remember like the pressure that they get received when bare men are on them. They may not even say the right thing at more time. They may even give you the number just to get you away even, possibly.
I hear you.
Because real talk, if I was a chick in that same scenarios, I'd do the same way. Listen, like, you can have my number, no problem. Don't have to answer.
Listen, because you said that, I understand the pressure for it is for a woman that she goes through. But you know what I say? This is my golden line. And anyone that's listening to this must have heard me say it. I say, listen, when it comes to the number exchange, I'm like, do you know what? At this moment, I'm going to give you a chance to back out this situation. We can leave it as we've had a really good conversation. You go your way, I go my way, and then we'll think about this night and go, he was really cool, she was really cool. We keep it pushing. But if you decide to give me your number, that means I'm actually going to use it. I'm not going to have it just cluttering up memory space in my phone. I'm actually going to call you and take you out. So now saying all of that,
she wants to.
Now it's up to you whether you want to take it. Now at that moment when you say yes, but now I want to hear nothing about, loads of guys are chatting me up, because I've given you the option, leaving it clean and nothing. There's no nothing after that line.
To be fair, I'm not even sure I know any girls who actually felt that way would say, you know what, Tuesday, you know what, let me take my number back.
No, I don't take the number. This is at the moment.
Okay.
I'm like, you're going to give it to me? If you give it to me, it's because I'm going to take you out.
But yeah, I can't.
If you don't, it's fine. We'll just leave it as we had a good conversation, because good conversation's cool sometimes. It doesn't have to lead anywhere all the time.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
I digress. So I go out with my friend Ellie on Tuesday. We have a good time. We catch up. Blah 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 blah. Now the reason why I was speaking so freely is because shit just flopped this morning. Like no, just before I got here. So I'm like, fuck it. Anyway, so now I meet the South African girl. You know when you don't really remember what people look like, so I was a little bit worried. I meet her yesterday. Not yesterday, Thursday. Fam, she was looking bad. Bad! And she had the white jeans on, she had this white, she was looking bad. So, you know, I took her to a little spot, you know. We're drinking, we're having a good, you know when you connect with someone. You're like, I'm getting all these thoughts, I'm like, you know what? And this is rare for me. I'm like, I might put her in that application form of a possibility. I don't know what. Let me just, you know what I mean? I did the mistake, which I'm not going to do anymore. I told her I have a podcast. And as I said on the podcast before, I've lost tons of girls because of this podcast. But I don't care. You're supposed to understand, yeah, what I'm doing. She goes, oh, I want to listen to your podcast. I'm like, sure. So this was Thursday night, remember? Yeah? Leave her, fantastic. The world is all good. Friday, I'm at work. I'll call her. Like, I'm just not sure, John. I was like, what are you not sure about? She's like, I just don't think we're in the same place and we want the same things in life. I was like, why? She goes, but I just want to say this. I really like your podcast and I'm going to continue to listen to it. But, yeah. I'm just not really sure. You know. And I was just like, no.
You know what? Yeah.
You didn't listen to it in the right context, like.
She may just not be interested.
No, because I think.
Shit. Yeah, right. It's not even. It's not even a thing.
I think there might be a disconnect between how you come off on their podcast to their impression of you. Because my thing is, because it's funny you said it, because I've played like I saw this podcast. So I've showed this podcast to females that I know, and the reason I hadn't had that much of an issue is because everything I speak on this podcast, I speak right to them and I speak to everyone, because that's just who I am, innit? And the same way, that's the same way on the second episode I featured, and I was saying, yo, anyone that's out there, whether from your universal mind, who feels like, wow, my man slightly chatting shit, you can come here and debate me. Anytime, I'm open for that. You can speak, and the reason why for me is calm. I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm always open to having my opinion changed.
So, going on with the situation, so, you know, I made her feel a little bit better about the thing, because I was like, look, I'm not out here cheating on anyone, right? So, I'm allowed to talk to people, you know, and all this stuff, but I'm a good guy. And then she's like, all right, cool. So we arranged, it went from not meeting up to, all right, Tuesday, I'm going to meet you. And then just as I'm coming on the way here, I get that message. She goes, look, I slept on it. I just don't feel like, you know, we're in this. So, you know, I take that out. I take it. It's cool. I'm going to move on. And then the French thing now, she still ain't messaged me. So
you've had a bad week, basically.
It was a real good week and then it went to a bad week. Basically, when we started back up the podcast, I was talking about how, you know, I've got no girls no more. I'm down to 0. Life is looking bleak. And then as soon as I said that, it's been a rampage. And now I'm back to 0, guys.
So like
back to nothing.
So it's like your podcast is
me and my left. But you know what? I want someone that's going to be able to understand, or someone's, plural.
What are you looking for though? Like a bird or you?
I don't really care. Listen, I keep, just like they say you got to kiss a few frogs to get your prince. I got to kiss a few frogs to get my princess, do you know what I mean? I'm active. Well, you want me to be just chilling by myself at yard? You're nuts.
I don't kiss no frogs, bro, I'll be honest.
Listen, you're the bad man. It's alright, cool. I'm kissing.
We're talking about this guy through, But I'm with you though, but for me, and I know what you're doing it now anyway, just owning like, yeah, I said that, and what? This is what I believe.
This is what girls do all the time, by the way. It's okay for a girl to be honest to a certain degree, and we accept okay, she can't say she a hoe in these streets. Society hasn't come that far, but just real life. She could say it to me because I like a super freak. But being honest in certain situations, so a girl could be like, I don't like red, yeah, and then we would just accept it even if we hate red, right? We will accept it because we want to be with this chick. So I'm just being brutally and honest with the way I am and how I see the world and my experiences, and whether I lash a chick or whatever. No other girl that's not even on the scene yet can get angry with that, because I'm not with you and you're not my girlfriend. So how can you be gay? Like, this is just my truth.
That's the harshest. There's one harsh truth I learned when I was a kid, is that whole idea of, unless we've had that conversation of I want to be in a committed relationship, all bets are off. It's as simple as that. Of course, you want the romantic notion that you're the only person I'm speaking to. I'm only speaking to one person at a time.
That's your fantasy, isn't it?
Yeah, but the reality is, unless you've had that conversation that, okay, we're in a relationship and a committed one where it's just us two, there's no one else. You know no one's. It's just about how you move it. So say, for example, I'm on this podcast talking about, yeah, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this. Every girl that I'm with or chatting to knows what it is. At any time, whether I'm with no girls or with multiple. Same. Because I believe in the honesty the same way. If I'm with a girl at a casual thing, I'm like, yo, real talk, if you find someone that you want to be in a relationship with, you go with my blessing. A lot of times, I feel like a lot of men, they'll get many girls that they might consider links, but they've chatted to them based on the premise of making her feel like she's your woman, innit?
Yeah, most men do that.
You know no one's.
Most men do that,
yeah. Yeah, and then all of a sudden you get confused.
Yes, man.
When you get confused when this link in your mind or a side thing is going mad because she feels a sense of ownership towards you because you made her feel like she's your girl. You know no one's. And that's the thing that I had to realize. Women are a lot better at handling the truth than you think.
Well, they need to be better.
Absolutely, because the thing is, my thing is this, right? Just because you speak your truth doesn't mean it's still going to be with you. But the point is, if you say it early, you own it. You've now given them a choice. So if they continue chatting to you, they know who you are and how you move. So them still talking to you is silent acknowledgement that.
What about the ones that you told you they're in a relationship and then it gets heavy for them and you?
And that's another point, because I feel like a lot of times now, and girls are sick at doing this as well, where if you know how I feel and I don't want that then means anytime I respond to you or communicate with you, it might make you feel like you got a chance. Us man slightly might do used to do that, where we're chatting to a girl, we know she's like, she knows that we want it, they're not involved. If I'm still chatting to you, still replying back to me, busting joke, I still feel like I got a little bit of a chance. Sure. So the real answer in a situation like that, when someone's kind of said that, either slap them in the friend zone and speak to them way less often than you used to, or don't speak to them at all. So even if they holler at you, you don't really reply back, but you take mad long. So they get the message.
Yeah, they want the attention around it. If they got loads of options, then they're laughing. If they haven't, then they're just gonna run you until the next shoot comes.
But that's the thing, options are relative. Because the question is, are you the best option? And I feel like a lot of times, this is just human beings.
I don't think women know though, man, because women, like, bro, man them do mad things to twang girl, you know the way there.
Yeah, but I feel
so what do they know? What's the difference between, except from our appearance, like, if we're all coming across nice, nan game, all of us, what's the difference, bro?
Emotion, fam. How you make her feel.
Yeah, but if it's
that's me, emotion beats logic, fam. You know that, like, you know the ones where, how does she feel when she, like, the phone's ringing and she sees your name?
Yeah, of course, but that's
like,
that's a meta and shit like that.
Like, you know the ones where everything is the same reason why girls, like, certain girls can accept getting thumped in the face and still be with that guy, is because of how he makes her feel in the best of moments. You know what I mean? So point being is, because if you went by logic, blood, a lot of men logically are better options, but they struggle. Someone like someone who's rich, for example, logically they should already be married unless they don't want to be. But I think it's more about emotion. And even say, for example, as well, confidence. Because oftentimes, one of the biggest killers of confidence is insecurity. If you've got money, it's very easy to become insecure because you can get into the trap of thinking people, men and women, are only around me because I've got money. You know the ones, which is why certain men who are rich are struggling with girl. Because again, as I said,
I think
they ain't struggling with girl. They're struggling with that emotional connection. They can get girls, yeah, but it's how long they can keep them girls interested. That's
the thing, because I feel like self-confidence is the true answer. I feel like money can give the illusion that you have self-confidence.
Yeah.
Because it requires a lot of something to get money, right? Whether it's a hustle, the same way for you to have worked as hard as you did to get money, for example, must have had that's a certain level of self-confidence. And again, I remember someone told me the sickest definition of confidence is absence of insecurity or doubt. So whatever confidence you might have, if you've now got insecurities on certain things in life, that can take away your confidence. So my confidence that you thought I had came from how sick I was as an artist. But I might be madly insecure about people liking me for who I am, friends or girlfriends. So whenever I see such situations where I brought like a female, brought a girl around my friends, and I just see her chatting to my other boys. An example of an insecurity might be like, like, she's only into me because I do music, innit? So when she's around other people who just got confidence, I'm gonna lose her unless I do like a big tune. Like something silly like that, for example. And I feel like girls are a lot more perceptive than men because they have to be. I mean, I can go into like a mad scientific reason why, but I'll cut that out. But I feel that that's the reason why, in terms of knowing the best option, I honestly feel it's by emotion, how you make that person feel when they're like, so how in a girl's mind, how does this guy make me feel when he just touches me, when I'm around him, or am I even thinking about him when I'm not even, like, I just look like, you know, that was where you can be like, you ever had the message like, yo, I literally just on a random one, I just saw this and thought of you.
Yeah, but we're in a different fucking time now, bro. Women
not really, bro.
Women are doing.
Wait, listen, as I said this,
they are doing a lot, but they still want to feel them emotions.
Right now, in the Western world, women
that.
are turning into men and men are turning into women.
Facts.
Right? So I'll give you an example. I'm not going to say which particular woman I've spoken to about him because they'll get mad at me. So one of the things straight up has told me, I just want you to fuck.
That's what I just
and I'm not even gonna lie, and this is how the men are turning into women. In my mind, I'm like, it's a little bit harsh though, man. Like, can't we, like, you know, conversation and that? She's like, that's where I'm at in my present moment in life. I've been through some shitty relationships, and I just want to have fun. And you look like you're good fun, and I just really want you for sex.
She's a great example of why, as men, we can be honest, because now once you're honest with yourself, the trick is now to find people who's in that same place. Because there's man like us, man, like oftentimes we want something casual rather than a relationship. So that's as you touched on. There's many women out there who are in that same frame of mind. Like, yo, with the right person, I just want to fuck. I don't even want no relationship. I don't need no candlelight dinner. I'm just in the frame of mind right now, however long it may last. I just want to fuck. So I'm with you on that, my brother.
I'm in between because I've got that one. I'm saying I've got that one. That one looks like she's had enough of me because I'm on the podcast. And then the other one's had enough of me because of the podcast. The other one's like straight relationship. And I'm like, bro, I don't even know. I might want to. Let me just get to know you. This one's like morals, strict morals here. This one's just dick. And I'm just like, not about just the dick. I like to talk as well. And this one is straight. You gotta treat me this way, bro.
So wait, if Rihanna just said, "Yo, I just want to fuck, I don't want to talk," you're not jumping in, you're not getting involved, bro.
Listen, it's about starting that movement.
Though.
No, it's not different. It's about starting that movement. I said before. No, I ain't. I value my dick. Fuck you, Rihanna. If you want to just beat, then you're gonna want to beat in 2 weeks' time because I'm that.
You got Rihanna.
Yeah, she's getting thicker as well, bro, on a complete sidebar.
Smooths in the UK, you know, mid-day.
What were we saying about Rihanna? Rihanna, if she was to...
Oh yeah, if she was basically telling you that I just want to fuck. Nothing else. Don't call my phone for no conversations.
Yeah,
Nothing.
active, man.
If anything, I'll holler
Don't
you.
listen to what John said, man. He's a male, bro.
Nah, listen, I'm not, as I said,
Just
it's
don't
about
talk
the
about
movement I'm trying to set up for the man them, yeah? Value your dick movement, yeah? So if she wants to bang and I don't want to bang, no, just because she said she wants to bang, it's going to be on my timing. I might not want to bang that day. I might be tired.
So where
She
she
can wait.
Yeah,
If she values the dick, then she
So
can
where
wait.
she says, you know what? Never mind.
Then I'm like, alright, cool, then you losing out on this dick.
You want
I ain't
it to
losing
be.
out on your pussy. That's right. We need to put some value on ourselves, bro. That's what we need to do. / I'm fucking that night. I'm like, why are we fucking? But in my mind, that's how it should go.
You know what, right? In my mind, because first of all, I'm not even sure I would wife Rihanna, but I feel like Rihanna's one of them type of chicks where you just have to accept that. You accept it for what it is, ride the walls until the walls fall off. You know what I want?
Fair enough.
Real talk. You wanna meet up? If I'm free, I'm coming. I'm on it. But at the same time, I'm under no impressions that I'm gonna wife you. Just take it for what it is and just go about my business. You know what I mean? At least I can say, yeah, man, be Rihanna. But honestly, on some complete side note, one thing I rate about her on the music front is just the superstar aura a lot of people talk about. The idea of how many people get intimidated or starstruck by her, for me, fascinates me. That's psychology. You know, just the idea of like, yo, because they say about with superstars, all superstars should have that aura of when they walk into a room, everyone takes notice. You have that as well as good music. If anything, you can have that, not have great music. You have that aura that gets you closer to the icon status, like a Michael Jackson. People would literally faint when he would just walk in a room. Never mind when he performed.
He was a different level, though.
Yeah. So point being is, I rate her highly for that, because you can have talent. Doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get that aura.
Look how she's just mystified you already. You're talking about her talent. You're talking about
Trust me,
you
she came
admire
into this
this and you admire that.
I respect it, but if she came into the room, let's be
She's
clear, I'm not getting
still gonna
starstruck,
have-
bruv.
It's still my dick over
I
a
don't get
pom-pom.
starstruck.
Yeah, like, because especially in the fact that everyone's a lot closer
She's
than
got
you
a
think.
spam head like I've got a spam head, bro. Let's keep it triller. There are 101,000 billion people that are better than Rihanna. It's because their marketing and promotion dollars have worked wonders on that young girl.
But that's the reason why I respect it, because I'm not enthralled in it. Same for example, the way people are gassed around Jay. Jay's sick, cool, but I still remember Ether in it. You can't make me forget Ether. Like, a lot of people are talking about Jay like they forgot about Ether.
Rihanna ain't a great singer.
So what you saying?
Rihanna's just average
What
looking.
was you gonna say after that point now?
No, so my point is with Rihanna, she as an artist, I think she's a sicker A&R than she's a singer. I don't really like, in terms of her voice ain't elite. So my point is, anyone that comes into this room, I'm chatting to you like you're a normal human being. I'm not getting starstruck. And again, the big
But
up
you
I
already
mentioned
just
is
said you
every
let
artist
Rihanna-
is a lot closer than
You
you
already
think.
said you would let Rihanna bang on her timeline, not yours. So you already said
Yeah, I'm at peace with that.
because you're starstruck.
No, like
What is it then?
there's certain girls that I've met who weren't famous, who were on them terms. It could be because emotionally they're damaged or they're going through stuff. Point is, they're just in a moment where all I want is certain things under a certain period of time. If you're cool with that, cool. If not, you can say no. That's just, so that's got nothing to do with that. She just comes off like she's at that. Well, she comes off like she was at that mind frame. I'm not saying that just because she's overly, and again, it's easier for me to do that because she's not somebody that I would wife in terms of my impressions of her. And that's another thing, because what someone's brand is might be different to who they really are when you meet them. So I don't want to say like I know somebody based on what I see. I'd rather meet them first. But my impression is she's not someone I'd take home.
Alright, okay, that's fair enough. Alright, we gotta wrap this up. This has definitely been the most random episode we have ever had since we've been doing it.
fam.
This has been all over the place. But you know what time it is? It's socials. Oh, what's your socials?
Emilio, EMMILLIO _ That's the social for Insta and Twitter. SoundCloud is EMMILLIO with no underscore.
Type in Smoothie in Google, SMOOTHVEE. Midday.
Alright, You already know what time it is. It's JOOG London on YouTube. Just Our Opinion, guys. London. On Instagram, it's JOOG_London. You can follow me on my Facebook page, my personal one, which is John, surname UWEJEYAH. Or you can follow the Facebook of Just Our Opinion, guys, which is under JOOG London. You know what time it is, guys. Peace.
I think it's really a frustrating time to be a single person right now. You know, I like the idea of being single in theory. You know, that's like, oh, you meet a bunch of different people, you get to know them. When you meet someone you really like, you kind of pursue a deeper thing. That sounds cool. I would sign up for that. But that's not what being single is anymore now. Like, this is what being single is now. Like, hey, it was great meeting you. We should get together sometime. Yeah, that'd be great. Be in touch. All right, cool. Bye. Hey, what's up? Should we grab a drink tonight? Yeah, I'm with some friends in this neighborhood. Oh, cool. We'll be down there soon. Can't wait to see you. All right, cool. Bye. Hey, what's up? We're almost there. Shit, we just left. Why? Why did you just leave? That's so rude. You knew I was on the way. Maybe we can get a drink tomorrow. Tomorrow's perfect. Text it now and make a plan. All right, cool. Bye. Hey, what's up? Should we grab those drinks tonight? Oh, drank way too much last night. Gonna stay in today. That's not what was discussed yesterday. You need a transcript of our conversation? Scroll up on your phone. Maybe we can meet up on Tuesday. Tuesday's perfect. Text it now and make a plan. All right, cool. Bye. Hey, what's up? It's Tuesday. Should we get together today? And that's what being single is now. All that garbage. That's what it's become. It's pretty much now a lot of times like you're a secretary for this really shoddy